Morning, sir.
Good morning. All right, so can you guys see my screen now? Hello? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Let's now have a short walkthrough of your subject. So if you're in the home, so in here you can see the welcoming page, course delivery, and then the course overview. Okay, actually that's it. And then if you want to learn more about your instructor, you can always visit this one instructor's profile. And then if you want to check the syllabus of this website, so you can click this one or go to the left side corner wherein you can also click this syllabus right here. So any of those two will lead you to this interface. All right, so as you guys can see, we have here the course description and then the course code. And then this one is a T-Units laboratory, okay? So the class hour of this class is 11:30 to 7:30 p.m. So we only have 2 meetings in every week, but of course it is around, that is exactly 8 hours, okay? So 16 hours per week. And we have here the course description, course learning outcomes, and then the course content. Oops. Okay, so we have here the week 1, week 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then 6. So for the course description and then the course learning outcomes, so I will leave this one to you guys, okay, since you guys know how to read, right? So this is now your job to read this part. Okay. So the only thing that I will discuss regarding with your syllabus is, of course, the topics that we're going to discuss in every week. So as you guys can see, we have here week 1, week 2, 3, and then 4. Okay. So you can see that for week 1 to week 3, so this will be the topics that we're going to cover before your midterm exam. Okay. And then for the week 4 to week 6, so these are the topics that we're going to discuss for your finals. So for week 1 to week 3, short uh, description. So in week 1 to week 3, we'll talk about uh, introduction to computer, and then some infos about detail security and cybersecurity, and number systems, okay, on how our data works inside of our computer and its data representation. And for the week 3, so I'm not sure yet if we will include this one as part of your midterm. Okay, because for week 1 and week 2, we actually have backups for this one, wherein there is another additional topic, which after number systems, we have, this wasn't able to include that one. So once we're done with your module 1 to 4, right? So this module 1 to 7 is actually your midterm topics. So if if we are already done with module 1 to 4 without a problem from week 1 to week 2, then we may now proceed in module 5 and 6. So this might be the extended topics for your midterms. But if we don't have enough time anymore, like we were only able to finish module 1 to 4, then that will be the only coverage of your midterm exam. All right. And then we have here 3 modules for the finals. So these 3 are Visual Basic or more on programming. All right. And we have here the available ebooks for this course, which is more on finals. So this ebook will teach you how to program, okay, in Visual Basic. Though this one is outdated, but this one is still helpful when it comes to learning the fundamentals of Visual Basic. Okay? And then basis of evaluation. So of course, it's very important. active participation in class activities such as discussions, quizzes, assignments, and examinations. So you guys already know this one. This is common sense already, right? And successful completion of all the requirements of the course. So of course, not just participating, but of course, successful completion, especially your laboratories, okay? And of course, major requirements. And the standard grading system diversity shall be used something like this, okay? So to those who have already went to UC before, so you guys probably already know this one. So 50% for the class standing and then 50% for the midterm exam. So that's how we compute for your midterm score. And then for the tentative final score, we have 50% class standing and then 50% final exam. And then 1/3 for the midterm and then 2/3 for the tentative final score. So that's how we calculate your final grade or final score. So just a correction regarding with this one. So you should get 60%, okay, in everything for you to be able to get a grade of 75. All right, so the passing score of UC is not 50%, but 60%, okay? So you should always get an equivalent of 60% on everything for you to have a grade of 75. All right, so are we clear so far regarding with your course syllabus? So I hope you guys have already visited our course syllabus since last week. So any question or concern so far?
Sir,
Yes, Mr. Zua?
I would like to know where we're gonna upload the case study.
Details of what?
Where we're gonna upload the case study, or is to answer there in the discussion.
Case study, it's on there.
Yes.
Just click the reply button. Okay, like for example, case study number 1, right?
Yes.
So right here, we have this reply. Okay, so just click that one and then it will give you this comment section box.
Okay.
All right, and then post reply. So of course, initially you won't be able to see anything unless you posted your comment in here. So I'm only seeing 5 people who reply or give their feedback or opinion regarding with the case study. So you will be able to see this one once you have posted your comment. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So any other concerns before we proceed to the overview of your module 1 and module 2? All right. So if none, then let's now proceed for the week 1 for now. Okay. So week 1, module 1. So actually we have 2 modules for the week 1. Okay, week 1, module 1, and then another one here, week 1, module 2. Okay, which is input and output. All right, so basically they are both the same, it's just that they have different modules, of course, and then different topics, different quizzes, different activities, different case studies. Okay. All right. So for the overview of the module 1, okay. So inside of that overview, we will see here the topic learning outcomes, okay, and then the list of topics inside of that PDF or inside of that presentation. And then for the learning resources, we have here the lecture presentation, which I have already uploaded right here. It's on the learning materials page or file upload. Okay, so just click this one, and then you can download this one to save it on your laptop or to your smartphone. Okay, and then for the video materials, so just left click this one. Okay, left click, and then it will lead you to this YouTube link. Okay, so I created this one last year, 2020, since that is the start when we started doing Canvas thing. So I did, or I created a pre-recorded video of this one, wherein explaining the entire module 1. And if ever there are some parts that is not clear, okay, and I wasn't able to explain clearly, So please let me know, or you can message me anytime to my Canvas account or to my Facebook account. All right. So this is a 45-minute video, okay, which covers the entire module 1. So have you guys watched this one already or not yet? Or is there anyone here who have watched the module 1?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. Right. So please take time to watch. Okay. This is only a 45-minute video. Okay. So you guys have 8 hours for today's meeting. And yeah, so that's it for the video materials for module 1. And then we have here the ebook, okay, of your module 1. So just left click this one, and then it will lead you to this PDF viewer, wherein this is the complete version of your PowerPoint presentation. So this one, this PDF that you will download, okay, later on for the module 1, okay, or this presentation, it actually came from this ebook. Okay. So if you want to read more information, or if you want to learn more about this module, then you can always visit this ebook. Okay, this one explains everything, okay, step by step. Because in my presentation, most of them are just keywords. Okay, keywords again, keywords, and then one sentence of definition. Okay, though, yeah, this is, you can say that this is the summary of this ebook. Okay, so take time to read this one. And for the references, so this one actually came from this slide share presentation. So I could say that 70 to 80% came from here, okay, from this slide share. And I've just added or removed some unnecessary topics. Okay. So yeah, that's what you can find inside the module overview for week 1. So what else? And another thing in here, so this page is actually where you can find the link for every synchronous class meeting. Okay, so since we are now on the week 2, okay, actually supposedly we are still in week 1, but last meeting was, a holiday. Okay, so anyway, I've just prepared this one as your week 2, but we are still in week 1. Seems that my internet connection is not stable. Can you guys understand me? Is my internet connection okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, sir.
And yeah, so for the learning materials, here's where you can find the PDF of this module 1. Okay, and then for the watch videos, this is where you can find the video materials of this module 1. Okay, so this is the same actually with your module 1 overview. Okay, wherein it will lead you to this YouTube link. And then once we're done with our meeting, this is where I also put the links of the recorded Zoom meeting. So all of our Zoom meetings will be recorded. Okay, so this is for the sake of other students who wasn't able to attend in our class or in our Zoom meeting class. Okay, so just check those watch videos. Okay, but later on, of course, you're going to check the watch videos on the watch videos 3. Okay, so I will upload all of the call this one meetings, and you will see the link in here. All right. So what else? Yes. Okay. So for the practice exercises, so I've prepared a quiz in here where you can take this one unlimited, okay, and then whatever is your highest score, that is the one that will be kept. Okay. So take time to take this quiz, and then if this one is not enough, Okay, so you can always visit this ProProx quizzes or quizzes. So this is an external link wherein it will lead you to a website. All right, so there you go. Wherein this one is related with that module. So label the computer input and output and parts, and etc. etc. And then for the quizzes, so this is another website wherein you can find. Oops, where is a specific quiz? Right here. Okay. So there are some quiz in here wherein they are computer related. So keyboard and mouse using, oops, not this one. And you can always click the see more, to find more other related quizzes that you can find. And then just try it. Okay. So yeah, so this practice exercise could be graded or not graded. Okay. So of course, for external links, I won't be able to record those anymore since it won't be saved, okay, in our canvas. But for the computer basics, so this will be saved. Whatever is your highest score, that one will be the one that will be kept. All right. And then for the assessment and quiz, so for now, okay, just do the lab 1 and lab 2. So here's the instruction for your laboratory number 1 and 2. So for your first laboratory, so using the Paint or Paint 3D software, paint anything that represents your personality or character, okay? And then down below of the painting, write an essay on why it represents you. Okay, so take note, you will only do this one using your Paint application, okay? So let me just show this one to you guys. So for example, this is your drawing, okay? Any drawing that represents you. And then below, right here, so this is where you're going to write your essay on why this picture or image represents. So to put a text in here, so you can click this one, this letter A here. This is where you can input the text and then type. All right, and then save this one as JPG or PNG. Okay, so any of those, as long as it's now a picture format. Okay, and then that is the one that you're going to upload in here in laboratory number 1. Okay, actually I have already seen some of you who have submitted their work. So 3 students who have already finished lab number 1. All right, so very good to those students. So something like this. Something like that. All right. So are we clear so far regarding with your first laboratory on module 1? Hello, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So for lab number 2, so everything is in here already. So step-by-step instructions. So open MS Word. On the MS Word, choose new blank, etc., etc., and then configurations or settings that you need to put up to here. And then here's the sample format of your lab number 2. So basically, you're going to create a resume, okay? And then just put a picture here, so a decent picture, okay? Not just a random picture that came from the internet. And then just follow all of the indicated configurations or settings, okay? Or formats that is being set in here.
Sir,
And
pwede na yung format niya?
yes.
Sir, pwedeng kopyahin namin yung format niyan?
Since this one is in a PDF form, you won't be able to copy this one. So basically, you're going to do this one manually using the Microsoft Word. Okay.
Pero sir, pwedeng kopyahin yung ganyang format?
Yung ganito talaga. Yeah.
Opo.
So you can copy this one as it is. Okay. You can also add, but do not remove or do not remove or delete other informations. Okay, so you can add but do not remove or erase some of the information.
Okay, sir.
Nag-chat yata. Sir, kahit po wala yung Baguio address. So wherever you live right now, I guess that's fine. As long as you have your address with you. Address. Ah, I see. Let's say you are in your province right now, provincial address. So yeah, just include your provincial address. And then for the Baguio City address, you can just remove this one if you are not here in Baguio City. Or you can still link to this one. You can retain this one, but just put here NA. Okay. And slash, and then it means not available. All right.
Okay, sir.
I hope
Sir,
I was able to answer your question, Miss
Sir.
Joanna. Yes, Mr. Zuba?
In the provincial address, me has foreigner, what should I put? My address from back home?
Yeah, so it's okay. Like you're in your own country?
No, like I'm actually here in Baguio, but I put Baguio city address, I put the Baguio city address, but the provincial address, what should I put?
Yeah, you're here in Baguio City address, right? It's a Baguio City right now, right? So just
Yes.
put here whatever is the address of yours here in Baguio City. And then for the provincial address, just put the address of your hometown. I think that would be better. Okay?
Okay.
Okay then. So any other concerns? And for the class schedules, of course, you have to change this one, okay? So you have to put your own schedule right now, the first half and second half. And then for the rooms, just put here ODL, meaning that's online distance learning. We don't have a room, okay? We always have a virtual room, virtual Zoom meeting. And then for the references, so I hope that you guys learned this one. When we see references, these are the people whom the company is going to call if they want to verify an information from you. Like, for example, your former instructor, okay, or someone who has a high position, like maybe a lawyer or a doctor. Okay, so basically, the higher the position of that person, the more reliable the information that he's going to tell to your company that you're going to apply to. Okay, the more that it's more valid, the more that it's more authentic or legitimate. Okay, so here's the format: contact person first, and then his position, and then the company where he or she worked, and then the office number or telephone number. So for the office number, you can just put here the smartphone number, okay, not the telephone number. All right. So another thing that you need to take note when it comes to references is the people that you should put in here should not uh, blood related to you. Okay, it should not be your mother. It should be that not be your father, not your sister, not your cousins. Okay, should that person should not related to you in any case, right? Because if you're going to put your mother or your father in there, of course, you're going to say,
No,
that person is very good. That person is a very diligent. Okay, that person is really, really uh, good when it comes to this and that, so on and so forth. Okay,
Kawasaki, you do.
your father, mother will become biased when it comes to that.
Capricorn.
All right. So, are we clear so far regarding with the references? So, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right then. So you can also put me here if you guys want. And then one more thing for the affiliated organization. So just in case that you haven't joined any organization, okay, or any club, since you were born up to now, okay? So you can just put here NA, not available. Sir, pwede barangay captain? Yeah, as long as he or she is not blood related to you. Okay. All right, so any other concerns or clarifications regarding with your lab number 2? Sorry, lab number 2 is not yet done, okay? And then we have this recommendation letter. So basically, all to do is just copy everything and then just type here your degree and then type here your name, okay? Or if you want, okay, if you want, you can change the address or the company or the HR manager as long as it's a real company, okay? Real company, and then the name of that human resource manager or HR specialist. Okay, so you can choose another company, and of course you have to change the address also. And then the rest are just copy. You can copy, and yeah, that's it already. So for your lab 2, should be one resume and then one recommendation letter. Okay, so they are inside of one Microsoft Word. Okay, do not separate those two. Okay, so I must see your resume first before the recommendation letter. All right.
Lab 1 and
I know for lab 1, of course, it's separated. So for lab 1, it's a JPG, your picture, and then for lab 2, it's an MS Word file. All right.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions before we proceed to the next one? All right.
None, sir.
Yes, none. So silence means none. So madami ng meaning ang silence. All right. So this is where you can submit your lab number 1 and then lab number 2. Okay. And then also, please be prepared. Okay. So module 1 and module 2. So you have to finish it today. Okay. Like you have to basically review the module 1 and 2. Okay. Because next meeting, this coming Thursday, you're going to have your quiz number 1 and quiz number 2. Okay. So that is module 1 quiz and then module 2 quiz. All right. So all of the resources are already in here. So I guess when it comes to discussions or lectures, so no problem already since I have already included here the pre-recorded video, which can be also found on YouTube. So I also created this one last year, June 28, 2020. So this is a 37-minute video for your module 2. Yes. Okay. So you're going to take the quiz number 1 and quiz number 2 next week. So don't you guys worry. Aside from, it's open notes, it's very easy. Okay. So don't worry, all of the questions will be coming from your PDF or your module 1. No tricky part. Everything is so easy. Right? So mind you guys, for the midterm part, everything is so easy. Like maybe when it comes to finals, since it's already programming, it's the time that you're going to have a hard time in doing some activities. All right. So since you don't have enough time, we'll just continue the rest on the part 2. Okay? So again, just visit this one. Zoom links for synchronous class meeting 3. This is where you can find the link number 2. So I'll put it right here later. Okay, so goodbye for now and see you guys later on.
What time, sir? What time, sir?
Ngayon din. Ngayon na. Okay, just wait 1 minute. Okay, and then we'll
Ay,
continue
okay, sir.
the part.
Yung, bali, link to, sir.
Yeah, link to later on. I will update this one.
Okay, sir.